Gamitin ni mga bagag na mo.
May tawon, mga nigpis o mga naw. Sana all dad kung
ang among kinabagan is kanina mga tambok ra dagay. Karon lagi nakita mo ang YouTube Creator Camp dito sa IT Park, the Company Cebu IT Park specifically. And yeah, I am still with Happy Squad Albert. Dili na ko pakita kay naka-bold. Og atong lantawon og unsay nahitabo sa YouTube Creator Camp Cebu. Yeah, let's go. Atong lantawon ni. Okay na.
So doon sa dito ron.
So nami ron sa Creator Camp Cebu.
Uy, bay na kay deliver kita ko si mong views bay. 20 million.
Welcome to Creator Camp Cebu. You know, it's great to be back. I was here 2 years ago when you did their, you know, a smaller version of this, and it's great to see how much the creators have grown in this part of you know, the Queen City of the South.
So my name is Blake Sarion from Beyond Reviews, and for the past 3 years now, I've been the NextUp Manila Executive Mentor, where I hold filmmaking workshops for the children and NextUp participants.
And I'm Java. No, just kidding. I'm Java. I'm a content creator just as yourself. I'm a producer, and I manage a couple of YouTubers. If you guys know Will Dasovich and Boger the Explorer. I love being a mentor to a lot of up-and-coming people, and I like seeing them grow. And
so we're very happy to be here at the very first, so the first of 3 creator camps here in Cebu.
3, so we're going to be back for 2 more.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
Give yourself a round of applause. And it's presented to you by Smart and YouTube.
And it's time for our Q&A panel. And yeah, we'll set up the chairs for a bit. And okay. Alright, and I'll further introduce it a bit. Alright, and I'd love to introduce our 4 panelists for today. Start off with fashion and lifestyle vlogger, Kryz Uy. Give a round of applause. Alright, founder of Whatoplay, co-founder of Whatoplay, Neil Yamit. All right, career and BPO, not bro. Company trading tip creator, REA Ninja. And of course, my good friend, FinnSnow. All right. You guys have your mics. I don't know. You're good.
It's all here.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, so just to start off, like maybe you guys could introduce yourselves and tell us about your channel. I know all of you guys are from Cebu. Are you guys from Cebu or at least living here? Yeah. That's amazing. So yeah, if you guys could greet the people here and tell us about your channel, a little bit about yourself. Let's start with Kryz.
Okay, hey guys, my name is Kryz. If you don't know me, I was born and raised here in Cebu, and I'm still based here now. I'm so proud to be Cebuano. I started out as a blogger actually 10 years ago. Yep. So I wasn't on YouTube until I think 2 years ago, and I really discovered how amazing the YouTube community is. Everyone is so supportive, and it's such a great platform to be on, especially now, like what you guys said, because it's growing so fast, and it's just given me so much room to be creative, and so that's why I really enjoy being on YouTube.
Hi guys, my name is Neil, and I'm part of the team that is behind Whatoplay. It's a gaming channel that tells you or informs you what games are worth playing. Yeah, and we started about 5 years ago, and yeah, it's been a rough climb, but it's worth it. And there's a lot of things that you can learn, and there's a lot of ways that you can interact with your community.
REA.
Hi everyone. Hi everyone, my name is REA and my channel is REA Ninja. So on my channel I post videos about career tips, BPO tips, and work-life balance. I started doing YouTube because I want to go out of my comfort zone, since video is really very new to me and I'm very uncomfy with video. That's why I tried it, because I want to, again, try something new. And I also want to mix my corporate training experience and mix it with my creative side because I'm a freelance content creator also based here in Cebu. So I've never stopped making videos since then.
Hello, my name is FinnSnow. I'm born and raised in Iceland. For the past 2 years, I've been living here in Cebu. And not only that, I've been mentioned before that I'm the adopted son of Cebu. But obviously not that, but I also got a Philippine residency.
Yeah.
Is it better?
Yeah. Sorry. No, that's
So I make travel content, basically real, raw, and adventures because I saw a lot of videos out there that were. Is this working? That were not like authentic and real. I thought always like travel videos were kind of fake, and you didn't. I got the feeling that not all was real. So I wanted to share something that was coming from the heart, do something different, and that meant going from A to B, not through like ferries or flying. I wanted to ask the local fisherman to take me around. So I wanted to do something different and showcase that.
Okay, so I'm gonna be asking each and everyone a question, and then we're gonna talk a little bit. But during that time, we're gonna have a Q&A right after for all of you guys. So what I want to do is I want you guys to actually formulate your questions ready. So we'll open up a few minutes to you guys. But I really want you guys to have a question ready because these are creators that have done it all already. Like these are people that are people that you should emulate and you should watch their content as well. So if you have any questions, already write it down and I'll open the floor. All right. So first of all, Kryz, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
She just announced they're having a baby. So
Thank you guys.
That's an awesome video, by the way. Okay, so as you said, you were doing vlogging prior, right? How has starting a YouTube channel changed your entire, your entire business as yourself as well?
I feel like YouTube is so different because when you're writing a blog, there's a distance between you and your audience. But when you're doing videos, they see you talking about what you want to say, like with emotion and with everything there. Like they can actually connect with you more, especially when you're sharing something personal, like my pregnancy vlog.
Yeah.
So it's really, I don't know, it changed everything for me.
And do you feel like video content is, I know it's so unique compared to like others, but what is your favorite part of YouTube itself? You think like your favorite like aspect of it that you enjoy? Do you enjoy the comments, reading the comments? Do you enjoy just making the videos?
I enjoy making the videos.
You enjoy making
I never thought I would because one of my first few videos I was super awkward, didn't know how to talk in front of the camera just by myself. Felt super weird, bringing a camera around. I'm sure you guys can all relate.
Yeah.
But it's amazing when you finally have that video and you have that memory to look back on.
That's true.
It's amazing. I love it.
It's actually true. Actually, one of the things that's so great about being a content creator is you're documenting a lot of things, especially if you're a vlogger. Then you're documenting a lot of your life, and then you look back on it, and you're like, "That's awesome! I did that."
That was really fun.
That was really fun. Yeah. All right, Neil. I was actually impressed with the channel because I was, at first I was like trying to connect everything, so I did some research, and I was like, wow, this is a really cool channel. So I just wanted to say that. So how does Whatoplay separate itself from like the rest of the gaming creators? Because there's a lot now on YouTube.
Yeah, there are.
Like what? If you guys are not familiar, you go check it out. You know what I mean. But what makes you guys? What distinguishes you guys, you feel?
Generally, you can think of Whatoplay not as an entertainment channel, but more like a channel that informs gamers.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, there are like maybe 1,000 games being released every month.
Yeah.
That's a lot of games for anyone to cover. So what we do is we digest all this information and then we provide them. Okay, these are the top games that you can play right now.
Yeah.
And those top are based on reviews by critics and also reviews by gamers. So we look at those data, and we have a team behind Whatoplay. Actually, there are 10 people working on the channel.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Then, there's a lot of us. And then we digest those information and then we provide them. So in a way, that's what separates us.
Yeah.
We don't live stream. We don't do live stream that much. Our main focus is like to make sure that the consumers are informed before they're buying games. And that's our main goal and has always been since we started.
And that's one thing to take note is that you don't have to do what everybody else is doing. We're all unique people, which means we all have unique perspectives. And I feel like that's important because if you're a gamer, everybody does the same thing. Everybody plays the same thing. And because if you don't play that game, like, you know, nobody would watch you, you'd feel. But it's not true. It's absolutely not true. Like, their channel is a testament to that. Okay, Rhea. You know, what's cool is you were part of NextUp.
Yes.
So if you guys heard, okay, is that mic working?
It is, yes.
Oh, it is. Sorry. So if you guys didn't hear what Chris said earlier, other Chris, yeah, it's a program that, you know, supercharges creators. Basically, there are hundreds and thousands of applicants, and they only get 12. And Rhea was one of the 12 to make it, right? What year was that? 2019 or the recent one?
Yes, this year. Just
this
last
year.
September.
Yeah, and like your content is very unique, I feel. And how do you feel that you're again? It's kind of that question that you're doing BPO related content. How did you even like? Did you feel that parang, oh no, this might not work, or did you feel the opposite way that I want to do something different? Like how did you start your channel that way?
Yeah, definitely. When I first started my YouTube channel, I definitely thought about that. I asked myself, will people actually watch my content? I am not the most entertaining person in the world, and I feel like I'm very awkward on video. And my topic is very strict, not really strict, but it's kind of stiff and more on online educational. It's career and BPO tips. So I thought I'll just have to try, because I started with a blog, and then I used my blog posts as scripts for my YouTube videos, so that I have an outline so I'll know what to say on video. And at first I thought that nobody's going to watch my content, and then after 1 month I noticed the subscriber count is increasing and the views are also increasing. So I told myself, okay, people are actually watching this and people are actually searching for my content. And I knew it because I'd also check my analytics and see that they're actually searching for this type of content. Specifically for my first video, it was about interview questions and answers, and a lot of people are searching for it. So I was happy that it actually took off, and from there I started making more videos, and that's when my channel also grew.
Okay, like with NextUp, and just to follow up that, like NextUp allows you to have early access to like basically Enrique.
Yes.
Who's like the strategic partner manager.
Yes.
How is it like how have you grown from the NextUp and from working with like, you know, someone with Enrique? Are you guys also working with Enrique? Okay, so we'll all four. All right. We'll like how and I guess before we go to Finn, like how is it working with Enrique? I guess you could answer for everyone anyway.
Yeah, so since I'm part of the NextUp class, it was a privilege for me to work with Enrique as my strategic partner manager. Usually they provide this creator development program to subscribers with 100K and to YouTubers with 100K subscribers. And I did not have 100K yet, but I was able to work with Enrique. So it's a very meaningful experience. Like every session, I learned something new about the progress of my channel, and things that I don't really realize that my channel has. Because I always look at my analytics, but I'm not really sure how to interpret the numbers. So Enrique has helped me understand how the analytics or how my channel is growing and what I can do more to level up my channel. So it's more on a one-on-one coaching and discussion of my channel. It's very, very helpful for the growth of the entire community of my channel as well.
Would that be the same for everyone? Like when you guys work with Enrique? Yeah. Enrique's awesome. Enrique's over there, guys. So if you want, the goal is to get 100,000, so you can work with Enrique. Let's take 30-minute increments like on that, but he's awesome. FinnSnow, you know, like I've known Finn for a while now, and it's awesome because his content's awesome, and like, what you've been here for 3 years or 2 years? 3 years.
3 years.
And a while ago I was asking you, and you said like you only started vlogging, and you've gone around the world to different countries. How many countries have you been in?
32 of it.
32. But you've only started vlogging when you were in the Philippines.
Yes.
And how has your content changed since the first time you got here, you got your first camera here, to now?
Well, I bought it in America before my flight.
Oh, before you fly here, yeah. I saw a video that you were buying it, like you buying a new one maybe, but anyway, how has your content changed from that point to today?
Well, like I said previously, it's really raw, adventurous content that I always wanted to make. Because in the past I used to travel all over the world, and I was I was kind of forgetting all my experiences. So like Kryz said, that I want to have some memories when I look back when I get older. So that was the main reason why I bought that camera. I want to document some of my life. And vlogging was a big thing popping up, and I decided to do that. Now, I only wanted to make like showcasing my real adventure, like showcasing exactly how it is, no BS, and just let it out there on the internet. But gradually that has changed. My channel has evolved like it should for everybody. We know it has its peak, it goes up and down, so we gotta evolve as well. And my channel basically evolved from being just adventure, travels, to basically just showcasing my life, day-to-day basis, doing laundry, the most simple thing. And people actually like that. People like to see my life without, hiking up the mountains or, going south Mindanao and stuff like that. So yeah, it has evolved for sure.
And tapping on that, I feel like it takes a while to become an overnight success. What are the hurdles and what are the challenges that you guys had to overcome to get to where you guys are in terms of the creation, in terms of YouTube?
Well, the hardest thing for me was, we're having the smart leaders here. My biggest challenge was just uploading the videos. It changed, but time management has always been my biggest problem. Just like from the moment I wake up, I film, edit, and then I sleep. That's all I do.
How about time with others, Kryz?
For me, when I started, it was a little bit discouraging because there weren't a lot of views as compared to like my Instagram or my blog, which I wasn't used to. So you put so much effort into making this video, and then when it comes out,
I know how you feel.
Really, guys?
Yeah. No, how about the others? Like, what are the hurdles that you guys had to like?
I think one of the biggest hurdles for us is the psychological aspect of it, because we're dealing with games, and of course gamers. So every time when we started, every time we publish new video, we get bashed a lot. So we have like 50% dislike and all that, and you get all the curses in the world.
All languages, man.
Yeah, all languages. But over time we improve and keep on improving, and we didn't stop, and we started interacting with them, and after a while it decreased. So now we may be like 10% dislike. That's a user group.
How about you, REA?
Yeah, mine is staying consistent, because I also have a lot of other priorities, and for sure all of us have. So it's about how to stay consistent on YouTube and publish videos every week without compromising your health, your family, and your social life.
Yeah, I guess on that point, like, you guys, you're gonna have to make a lot of sacrifices. I mean, whether it's time, I'm sure, even you, Kryz, I'm sure, are you sacrificing a lot of time to make your videos? Like, or you feel like you enjoy it?
I enjoy it now.
I enjoy it now. But to get a hump, like sometimes, like, I guess I just want to touch on this point that you have to sacrifice for what you love, because if you don't, what you love becomes a sacrifice, right? And if you're very passionate about what you're doing, that's really where you want to go. For everyone, what do you do to like engage your audience and figure out what they want to watch? Like how do you engage your audience? Like what are the tips and tricks that you do on your channel?
Me, I just ask them like, oh, let me know in the comments down below what you guys want me to do or to produce and whatever, and I always take their suggestions and produce a video out of it, and so then they become happy, like the audience becomes happy, like, oh, she took my suggestion, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Anybody else like have like a specific thing to engage the audience, or basically it's the same thing as long as you interact with them?
Yeah, it's the same.
All right. Okay. I think I'll have one more question and then I'll open it up. Yeah. All right. So since we're in Cebu and you guys are like Cebuano as well, how important is it to have hyper-localized content? How important is it to have to be different, to have a unique point of view, to be creative? Like, is there do you guys look at your ideas and like how's your thought process on your next video? Basically, is what I'm asking.
More on your first question.
Yeah.
I used to produce videos that are purely English lang because I wanted my audience to be more international or to appeal to a broader audience because most people can understand English. But then this year I decided to do a Bisaya only challenge, mga ganon, and it turned out to be really successful, and the people who are based here actually really enjoyed it, and parang they like me more because I'm speaking the local language. And that's actually an advantage to us Cebuanos, or if you have your own dialects, because not everyone can speak your dialect, so you can build a stronger connection with that particular audience.
There's also more people speaking Bisaya than speaking Tagalog, if you guys don't know. I think that's an actual fact. So look it up, because I might say, Google it later. But like, yeah, how about you guys?
For us, most of our audience are international.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that we neglect the local.
Yeah.
So a couple of weeks ago there was an event, Arcon, so we had a booth there where we invite people to look at Whatoplay and all that.
Yeah. And also a tip to add to the ones kanina wasn't there. Also use subtitles if you can. You can speak in Bisaya, you can speak in Tagalog, you can speak in a different language, and you can add subtitles in any language and type it up, and if you do the due diligence on that, like, you can engage with people from all over the world. And there are 7 billion people in the world, right? Like, if you want 1 million subscribers, you just need 1% of the Philippines, which is like 100 million. So that's Rhea?
Yeah, to answer the question about thought process, so basically I really start my video planning with research, because it's about education and corporate training, so it has a lot of research, and then I write out my outline before I actually speak on video. And to answer the question about the local audience, I actually started making videos in Tagalog and then Bisaya, but then people from Luzon would comment and say, can you speak in English or Tagalog so that we can understand? So that's when I started actually talking in English so that everyone can also understand, and I did not have quite the time to add subtitles yet. So speak English and everybody can understand. That's what I'm doing for now.
It's very unique to everyone. Ben, what are anything to that?
Well, my thought process is a little bit different. I go into my phone, I go into Google Maps, and I search for small islands to go to.
Oh,
But obviously when it comes to filming the video, that's way different. I usually have very similar rhythm, feelings, emotions in the videos. It's explaining what I'm doing in the video, where I am, and then mixing it up with the cinematics and some cool shots as well. So there's always vision for it, but in terms of planning out the video, I'm a bit different than the rest of them.
Okay, well with that, I want to open the questions to you guys. So, alright, how are we going to do this? I never really thought about it. Oh, left to right? Okay, let's just raise hands and then we'll just give the questions. We'll do the remaining time for questions. Alright, anyone first from that side? No. Yeah, there's microphones over there. Don't be shy. It's okay. Go down. I think it's great. It's a good time to ask the questions that are that you want to ask. No, none. Okay. Anyone else from that want to ask questions to our panel? Right here. And
hi, question. Regarding with the Pinoy YouTubers, no? Did you get frustrated about Pinoys are more fun of watching foreign? Sorry, I'm not from the UK. Alright, foreigners that are YouTubers, and then they love this content compared to yours.
I disagree. If you look at all the artistas and all the celebrities in the Philippines, they dominate the YouTube scene here.
Yeah.
But you're right about, there's this idea or theory that, Pinoys abroad like to watch us more than Pinoys. This is not true in my opinion.
How about you?
how about you?
I think that's a wrong way of thinking how YouTube works. Because YouTube is a platform and it's an international platform. And thinking that, okay, my neighbor is watching someone else's from PewDiePie and not watching my video, I think that's the wrong way of thinking it. You have to think how can you reach those people and how can you increase your community and just give them the freedom of what video you want to see. Yeah, that's how we think.
My experience is actually very different. I wanted to reach an international audience more, but the Pinoy audience is just so welcoming. Gustong-gusto nila tayo. So I feel like especially when I started doing more Bisaya videos, then everyone's always like, yeah, you're from Cebu, Visaya, represent. Like, I feel like everyone's very welcoming here.
In my case, I'm not really worried about it because a lot of my videos are, I believe, relatable in the local community because BPO is really big in the Philippines, especially here in Cebu. And I'm also surprised that there are people from other countries like South America who watch my videos because apparently there are a lot of BPOs there as well. So I'm not really worried about that.
Like, look, I mean, my 2 cents on it is that prime time is personal for each and every person. So you're gonna have a different audience. I think the focus is to create content so that your audience can find you and so that you can find an audience. Whether your audience is 100% from Indonesia or from a different country or from a different part of the Philippines, or your audience is scattered. I think what's important is you're trying to communicate to your audience, and all of the creators that you have now are very different, and their audience are very different, and that's what's special, I think, about YouTube, right? Like we're all different people. There's 100 creators here. There's 100 creators here. That's insane. When I started, there was 10 that I know, you know, and now there's 100 here in this room. And all of you guys are creating different content. So you know, everything's everyone would have a different experience. All right, next question. I see. You have the name, raise my hand.
Hello, good morning, everyone. This is actually a question on for example, what are your thoughts about the issue for this woke culture thingy na those influencers, content creators, okay, they do not speak about the national issues or they're not using their platforms to speak up. Are we gonna stick to our branding or are we gonna use this platform to be something like a social responsibility? Because like, madaming bashers ngayon, for example, like, very shallow lang daw yung mga ganitong things because puro pasarap lang daw, but they don't speak up again, for example, like sa mga national issues. So, what are your thoughts about that?
Wow, that escalated quickly, diba? Okay, good. Alright, let's do this quickly, Barry. We can have more questions.
Well, for my channel, I stay out of politics, that's for sure.
I mean, I'm sorry for asking that question.
No, it's great. It's great.
I mean, we get that a lot, for example, na, oh, you are so, it's easy for you to say that, na, oh, puro lang mo panindot, pero asaban mo when everyone or someone needs help, something like that. Diba, they bash you and we don't know where to stand because we might lose audience, so something like that. Thank you.
Okay, I'll tell you how I use my platform to do something better or address to an issue that's happening in the country. You know, obviously you can't say some certain things on the internet and you gotta keep it minimal, but what you can do is to show example to the other people how you can make things better. Now, I've gone through many provinces, and one province specifically is dealing with a very, you could call it disaster right now for the environment, and it's underneath the water, the marine life. And I went there by myself. I paid for all my rides. I made a documentary about that. But I spoke about the problem, and the government was not doing anything there, even though they've been, you know, working there for 3 years. Nothing was going on. I came there. I made a video about it. I talked about the problem, and boom, next week now they have like a council of official addressing the problem just because I made a video about it. So yes, you can definitely do something about it, and you should do something about it, but you gotta make sure you're not going over a certain line and crossing any, you know, barriers you should not cross, so you gotta be careful as well.
Others? You guys? Yeah, hey,
yeah, it's been done. I'm proud of it.
Anybody else?
For me, it's very personal. I also like to stay out of like politics because it's very complicated, and I feel like the haters will come, even if you say something or if you don't say something. If you side with one politician, then the other side's gonna hate you. It doesn't really matter. I mean, my job is to entertain my audience. I didn't sign up to be an activist, so I guess
just in my case, I try to stick to my field. So I talk about things that are related to what I talk about in video. For example, about employment or issues about employment. But personally, I believe that it's the prerogative of the content creator if he or she wants to talk about the issue. And just because he doesn't want to talk about that issue doesn't mean he doesn't care at all. Probably just wants to stay silent, and that's his stand. So it's really your You know, it's your choice if you want to speak up or not. So I guess you just have to respect everyone's choice.
How about you, Neil? You guys know?
For us, Whatoplay, we're so we are gaming, and there are issues inside gaming. For example, microtransactions and those loot boxes. And we make sure that if there are games that have those microtransactions or loot boxes, that we inform people. Because again, we are here to inform and entertain.
Look, like for me, like I've been working and mentoring YouTubers for a very long time, and one thing that I always tell them is, look, stick to your brand, and if you feel you have to speak out because it is important. But the most important thing that we can do is to create conversation. That's what the comment section is about. That's what your videos are about. Create the conversation, open the conversation. You know, it's better to talk about it than to debate about it. You know, like it's such a polarized world that we have right now, and I feel like it's time we actually talk to each other rather. And we're all people from different places here. We all have different beliefs. We all have different. Even politics and all that, but it doesn't mean we don't have any common ground. So, yeah, well, okay, that was... Alright, but with that though, we're going to have a picture with everyone. I just want to have another round of applause for our creators here. Alright, if you could stand up, let's sit down now.
Daneb, how do you want us to do this? Stand.
One step forward. One step forward.
Alright.
And continue your hand. Ready? Smile.
You guys are way
Smile. One more. Picture. Got it.
Alright, thank you guys. Thank you guys again. Thank you guys.
Let's give them another hand. Thank you very much. I was taking some notes at the back because my channel is still growing, and definitely I learned a lot. Did you guys learn from that?
Yes.
Wow, all right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to, we've heard a lot of interesting points on audience development.
Yeah.
So now we are going to do our first start, stop, and continue. So we will give them 5 minutes, right, to write down your points. Take out those pieces of paper, please. Can you guys take it out now? Great, thank you. And after 5 minutes, we're going to pick 1 to 2 of you to share in front of all of us, okay? So, timer begins now.
5 minutes, guys.
No, don't. Yeah, you're so nervous.
Wala ko yung start, stop.
So ano to?
What's up, everyone? Confident lang. Hello, everyone. My name is Margaret, and I'm doing vlogs specific to beauty and travel. But can I sit down? I really feel nervous.
You're okay. Don't be nervous. Have you met Manolo?
Sorry, I came right now. Sorry.
He will sing you a beautiful song later. Okay.
I'll be quick. So hi guys, I started vlogging because I wanted to gain revenue to produce. Can I space it?
Yeah, you can.
Better. So I actually have projects. I do tree plantings, coastal cleanups, and because of that, I don't really have that much money. So start vlogging. Luckily, my channel got monetized.
Congratulations.
Waiting for the $100 threshold. So yeah, so I'm doing vlogs to help people out, help the community out.
Okay, so share with us. What are you going to start, stop, and continue?
Can I just read it? So I'm gonna start using info cards, improve defaults, and improve my channel art.
Nice.
I'm gonna stop being lazy and utilizing important features of the tool.
Okay.
And I'm gonna continue uploading weekly. I actually do it every now and then within the week, but yeah. And I'm gonna start. What am I writing?
I can't even read it. Are you a doctor? What is that?
Start focusing on content that is specific to my passion, and I'm gonna stop being so sensitive to my bashers. and I'm gonna continue engaging with audience and spreading awareness and positivity.
All right, let's go around. Thank you, Margaret.
Mabuhay Filipinos and also the foreign people here. Thank you guys.
Right.
Please subscribe to my channel, Margaret. Thank you.
Thank you, Margaret. And so right now, with my clicker here. Okay. Oh, not yet. Okay, so we have a 10-minute break right now. So if you need to go to the restroom, please do. So just a quick recap: we did our opening remarks, the YouTube keynotes. We had the Creator Red Talk with Jaco.
Yeah.
Oh, we get to sit down now.
Do we? Do they put chairs for it?
I understand Margaret now. She wants to sit down. And you had the Cebu Top Creator Q&A panel.
Yeah.
And we did our first stop, start, stop, and continue. And so after the break, this is what's going to happen, right? We're going to have more Red Talks, and basically make sure that you receive your Smart Pack giveaways. Did everybody get their Smart Pack giveaways? Yes?
Yeah.
All right. Have you guys installed it?
Not yet.
I gotta get mine. Can I get 5 pieces? Or 10 pieces? Okay. So, okay. The break just became 5 minutes.
We talk too much. I'm so sorry. You guys have 5 minutes now to like
go to the restroom.
do the restroom.
Hey guys! Dili ko used aning magkuha, no? Dili ko used mag personal vlog. But I guess I have to be used kay magpasalamat ta sa mga nitabang nato. So ganiha nahitabo ang YouTube Creator Camp, the very first Creator Camp diri sa Cebu, and napasalay duwa guno ka buok Creator Camps nga buhaton diri sa Cebu for next year na siya, and hopefully naabja po mo tabang na mo mga generous people. So yeah, nahuman lang bago hila mi naabot gikan dito sa IT Park, pauli mi diri sa Horizon. So we would like to thank ang mga generous people behind this trip. So I would like to thank first of all Horizons 101, care of Mr. Lorente Solano Lolong for accommodating us here. And we'd also like to thank Ate Tess of By Radio and Negros Chronicle, si Sir Mr. Eli De Jaresco, ang publisher sa Negros Chronicle, o ang ako manager sa By Radio. And si Kuya Mugs sa Kuya Stosino for helping us as well. And all those who helped us nga mahitabo ning very first namong trip with the Happy Squad Albert right there. Say bye-bye, Albert. Oo. And hopefully napay next time i-house pa nila ta, napay mutabang namo para makabiyahe mi balik diri sa Cebu. And would also shout out sa atong mga friends, nahimo na mong friends dito sa Creator Camp. Dili kay mi used no nga mag-vlog actually. So first time kay nako, kaya we are doing public interviews tapos transition to personal vlogging. So lisod kayo i-balance. Tapos awkward kayo kung samot ako na sa public nga kay tawos palibot. Lisod kay istorya og kuan kaning ning kuan kita abiba kita sa mga tawo nga kusog kaayo og guts nga mag-vlog in front of everybody. Well, anyway, that's your style. So lahi pud among style, but maybe pohon ato nang i-make use nga ma-used to it pud ta nga ana nga style of vlogging, creating content. But anyway, thank you very much once again sa mga generous people nga nitabang namo nga makaani sa Cebu and to join the very first Creator Camp here in Cebu, the Queen City of the South. And I guess hopefully ma-produce na ako namo og tarong ang among video, kay wala lagi kay wala may intro tarong dito sa Creator Camp. Wala mi yaw-yaw kayo, puro ra mi lantaw-lantaw sa kilid, busy kay silang video-video. Og wala po kay mini participate kayo. Og murag mubabay nako kay lubat na ang camera. Og hopefully mulanta mo sa among mga videos, public interviews with the Happy Squad, and makaproduce mig better content for all of you people, especially itong mga friends dira sa Dumaguete, sa Negros Oriental, ug sa tanang followers, subscribers sa atong YouTube channel, sa Facebook, ug sa uban natong social media accounts. This has been Super Kaloy. Bye-bye for now. Ug muuli na mi ugma sa Dumaguete. Yeah, bye!